The tension surrounding Dillon Gabriel has been brewing for weeks, but what happened during his latest press conference finally made it explode into public view. After yet another crushing loss that left his team gasping at 2-7, Gabriel faced the cameras knowing the questions were coming. Questions about leadership, about accountability, and most of all, about his future. It wasn't just another post-game routine. It felt like a man standing at a crossroads, knowing one wrong answer could tilt the balance of his career. And the one question that changed everything wasn't about stats or strategy. It was about Shedeur Sanders. The moment began quietly. Gabriel walked into the room, shoulders slouched, eyes heavy, his expression reflecting every ounce of frustration that comes from leading a team that simply can't find its rhythm. He's been the face of this offense, the veteran expected to bring stability. But as the season spirals, stability has turned into stagnation. When he spoke, his tone was calm, almost weary, as he tried to explain another loss that slipped through their fingers. The Browns managed 278 total yards against a team that barely cracked 170. They had the ball, the opportunities, the control, but somehow not the result. That kind of loss doesn't just sting, it haunts. Gabriel was asked about execution, adjustments, and morale. He talked about responsibility, about needing to finish drives, about staying focused despite adversity. But then came the question that cut to the polite rhythm of the press conference. Do you ever look over your shoulder at Shedeur Sanders? The room went silent. Even through the camera lens, you could feel the air tighten. Everyone knew that was the elephant in the room. The possibility that the young, flashy rookie waiting behind him might soon take his job. Gabriel paused for a moment that felt like forever. His eyes dropped, then lifted just enough to meet the reporter's gaze. His answer was short, sharp, and deliberate. No, all I can do is control what I can control. And that was it. No explanation, no elaboration, no reassurance to fans or coaches. Just that one line, and with it, 1,000 interpretations. On the surface, it was the perfect answer. Professional, composed. The kind of response that says, I'm focused on the next game. But beneath that calm delivery was something else. Fatigue, frustration, and awareness that his time as the unquestioned leader of this team might be slipping away. Because let's be honest, when a quarterback is asked if he's worried about the backup taking his spot, the conversation has already shifted. That question doesn't get asked unless the whispers have already become roars. Within minutes, the clip went viral. Social media exploded with divided opinions. Some fans praised Gabriel for staying poised under fire, saying he showed leadership in not feeding the drama. Others called a sign of denial, arguing that his answer revealed exactly what everyone feared. He's aware that his job security is hanging by a thread. Analysts replayed the video frame by frame, dissecting his tone, his posture, even the length of his pause before speaking. And that's how fragile the NFL spotlight can be. One question, one pause, one sentence, and suddenly the entire narrative changes. The irony is that Gabriel's performance hasn't been catastrophic. Statistically, he's been average. Not spectacular, not awful, but average. And in the NFL, average doesn't cut it. Especially when your team is drowning in losses and your replacement is one of the most hyped young quarterbacks in the country. Shedeur Sanders isn't just a backup. He's a brand. The son of a legend. The face of the future. A walking headline waiting to happen. Every time Gabriel falters, every interception, every misread, the cameras cut to Shedeur on the sidelines. The comparisons are unavoidable. The tension is palpable. Inside the locker room, the atmosphere has shifted. Players aren't openly choosing sides, but you can feel the uncertainty. Veterans respect Gabriel's leadership, his calm under pressure, and his work ethic. But they also know how this league works. Teams chase momentum. Coaches chase answers. And if the offense continues to sputter, change is inevitable. The head coach is feeling the heat from ownership. The offensive coordinator is scrambling to fix a broken scheme, and everyone knows the one move that could reset the narrative is benching the quarterback. But is that really the solution? That's the question dividing fans and insiders alike. Because while the offense looks lifeless, the problems go far beyond the quarterback position. The offensive line has been a revolving door of injuries. The run game has disappeared. The play calling has been predictable. Gabriel isn't blameless, But he's far from the only reason this team can't close games. Yet in football, perception often outweighs logic. When a team struggles, it's the quarterback who takes the fall. For Gabriel, the mental toll is obvious. This is a player who was brought in to steady the ship, not fight for his job midseason. He's been praised for his maturity and leadership. But even the most composed athlete can only take so much pressure before it starts to show. You could see it in his eyes during that press conference. The exhaustion of carrying a narrative he can't escape. Every time he steps on the field, he's not just playing for a win. He's playing to justify his existence in that role. That kind of weight changes how you move, how you throw, how you lead. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders waits. He's patient, confident, and aware that time is on his side. Every loss makes his eventual rise feel more certain. Every misstep from Gabriel brings the spotlight closer to him. And when that moment comes, when the call is made to give Shedeur the reins, it won't just be a change in personnel. It'll be a seismic shift in identity for the entire franchise. This is what makes the situation so fascinating. It's not just about football. It's about legacy, image, and timing. Do the Browns stay loyal to a veteran trying to hold things together? Or do they gamble on the excitement of a young star who represents a new era? The answer will define not only this season, but possibly the next few years of the organization. And yet, watching Gabriel stand there, choosing his words carefully, refusing to break under pressure, you can't help but feel a mix of admiration and sympathy. He's caught in a no-win scenario. If he acknowledges the rumors, he fuels them. If he ignores them, he looks detached. If he plays well, people say he's fighting to keep his job. If he struggles, they say it's time to move on. It's the cruel paradox of being an NFL quarterback. You're expected to be human, but you're treated like a headline. As the Browns prepare for their next game, the stakes couldn't be higher. One more loss, one more disappointing performance, and the calls for Shedeur Sanders will become deafening. But if Gabriel somehow finds a way to deliver, to silence the critics, to lead a comeback, he might just rewrite the ending to this story. The beauty and brutality of sports is that everything can change in a single Sunday. So, what do you think? Has Dillon Gabriel earned more time to prove himself? Or is it finally Shedeur Sanders' moment to take over? Can this team still be saved? Or are we watching the early stages of another full rebuild? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get the conversation going. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because if this quarterback saga is only just beginning, trust me, you'll want to see how it ends.